Well, my little bike riding girl, she they got a new pizza called the Tavern. She had a craving for Pizza Hut, so we drove 26 miles over here to get Pizza Hut, and it was a nice ride. A lot of bikes are out today. That's one of them hurry up and wait things now. Man, you can't believe how hot it is today. Woo! It's above 80 degrees. Beautiful sky, puffy little clouds. I wanted to give thanks to some of my new subscribers. Not new, they've been around for a while. They're not new to YouTube. My first big shout out is going to Toga. Toga lives in Turkey, and Toga served in the Turkish army. And what a blessing it is to have a nation like Turkey that's happened to keep peace in the Middle East. I mean, Turkey is a powerful country, and they serve it's like having a bulldog on a chain. They have an army that goes back a long time. I mean, the Turks. Oh, I tell you, my uncle in the war in World War II. He talked about the terrible Turks. He was in the trenches with these Turkish soldiers. They were called Gurkhas. I believe I'm trying to say stuff that he told me 70 years ago. Gurkha. There was a fierce soldier, and he told me that they would cut you often and cut you deep. They knew how to use a knife. He said they could slip in and slit a throat, gut you out, and you don't even make a sound. Yeah, they have tremendous amount of, oh, there comes my little pizza woman. Toga, I just wanted to give you a shout out. You're just number one in my book. Your country has helped to possess. Let me see what we got, girl. What we got going on here? Oh, did you get you a job? Yeah. Oh, sure. She's gonna be the best damn pizza slinger they are. Toga, man, you're number one. As you know, your country represents so much to America's freedom, and likewise, we do the same. That whole area over there is it's kind of like a security wall from over in Italy, all up through Eastern Europe, all the way up to the Scandinavian countries. It's wonderful to have allies such as those people that have given so much to the world. Like I say, if you read your Bible, they was Turkish armies during the biblical days. They've got a history, and man, I tell you, what a great day to be out riding. Oh, let me say also to my Filipino ladies, I got a bunch of really nice Filipino ladies that that subscribe to me, and they're just really great people. We've discussed the Philippines before in some of my blogging. Let me see, how can I get out here and get to a light? Because getting out here, oh, I can go up there. Yeah, I cut through this parking lot. You got to figure out when you're in these little old towns like this how to get to a red light, because you can't get out of them. We're in the town of Jasper, Alabama, and if everything goes good, if it works out for next weekend, we may be back here in this town, maybe with Ray Ray and Hooligan, and if Ray Ray brings riders with him, we're going to be good to go. We're going to come back here and have Chinese. Oh, let me see if I can get out in here now. Yeah, watch it. Oh yeah, you do it like this, Lee, before the law gets you. Woo! That's called turning on the yellow. Oh, there's a lawman back here too. Anyhow, let me close the lid here. Keep some of that noise down. This is a nice little town. Well, they had a really good live event last night on Motorbomb, Virginia. He put on a nice live event. I think he did it for Sterling Wheel. I mean, I think he was doing it in his behalf. But a good turnout. I counted, I think, 7 cameras, seven people in there, and a lot of people on the channel. But I mean, there was 7 live people, and I was in there live. I made comments, but I didn't disturb them. I didn't ask them any questions because they had a line of conversation going, and I think we were contented just to talk amongst the fellow bloggers. There's a good guy. Him and his woman riding on the back here. Oh, good. The law turned and went the other way. That is really good. I had a friend that flew one of these right here. He flew 20-something missions in Vietnam during the days, and he went on to retire from United Airlines, and he lives a good retired life. Man, I've got so many friends involved in aviation. I was a little bit involved in aviation back in the days. Only, I think I had 3 or 4 months, maybe 6 at most, in production. And they come and got me, and they had pulled my folder, and HR did, and they gave me an opportunity to go join aerospace, and I did. Come on, buddy, stay over there. There you go. Yeah, we had a wonderful career there once I joined aerospace. I don't know if you guys ever had a job that you actually wake up in the morning and look forward to going to work. I did. I love my work. I love the products that we produced. I love the crew. I had one time they gave me a crew. I had them for like 7 years. Well, they let me pick out the crew. I've spoke about this before when we built the BLT, Boeing Laser Tracker. That was one of the best teams in the world. The way we did it on the food, see, the company paid for us to eat, and we never did eat cheap. We would, out of the crew of 7, there's 7 days in a week, of course, and everybody got a chance in my crew to pick up where, to pick the place we're going to eat. Now, my favorite place was Johnny's by the Bay. The reason being is they had some of the freshest codfish, Pacific cod, and I love cod. We call it over here stateside fish and chips, and I think they call them something else over in Europe, Great Britain. Let me make sure I can get over. Yeah, we love. Oh man, I tell you, I love salmon. I don't mind it. I've eaten salmon and sushi. I've eaten raw tuna fish. They cut it. We was in Vancouver, Washington, and we was at probably a 5-star dining. It was in the Sheraton, the restaurant there. I don't know what the name of the place was. I forget now, but they had sushi, and they had this paper thin salmon sliced so thin you could see through it. And they brought you out a little dish of it, and you had olive oil, and you had sesame seed, you had several different oils and stuff on the table. You take that little raw tuna, you dip it in that. Oh, it was good. I mean, I know it repulses some people think about eating raw fish, but it was good, and you paid a high dollar for it too. You'd think it'd cost more if they had to cook it, but it was just, I think you paid for the atmosphere. We were on I believe the big island in Hawaii. Is it Oahu? I can't. We spent a week there, and I can't even remember the name of the island. I think it's Oahu. We used to eat at this restaurant that had a balcony overlooking International Street down there. Oh my gosh, the tropical birds, every description. They would fly and set on the rail, and you could take a tiny sesame seed and hold it in your hand, and they'd come over, and them little feet would land on your finger, and they'd eat that little seed. All kinds of tropical birds. And we loved our time. My son was stationed there at Pearl Harbor. He was a young buck. He stayed there for quite a while. So they sent him while he went over to the Philippines, over at Subic Bay. He really enjoyed his time at Pearl Harbor. They call it Pearl, I think. I took my 6-year-old daughter, Cindy, to Hawaii, and we got over there. Well, she wasn't quite 6 yet. She had to be 5, almost 6. Well, when we got up on where we was walking up to get on the skiff to go over and see the Arizona, the memorial, the battleship sitting there at the Arizona, you had to be 6 years of age. And I saw that sign. I went, oh my God, we've already been here for an hour in line, and we certainly don't want to wait another hour. So I told Cindy, I said, you're going to have to be 6 years old. She said, okay. So when we got up there, the old chief there, he said, young lady. She said, I'm 6. He said, give me your birthday. And man, she rattled it off, and I went, oh my God. He said, okay, go ahead. And she had been thinking about it and mathematically backed up to exactly, she was just turned 6. That kid, she was so smart. Cindy, she's one of the nicest little human beings. I love her. I mean, not just because she's my daughter, but her ambition. She's one of the big kahunas in the Costco network. Costco is a big box store. I think they got them in Australia too. Costco. And she's one of the big kahunas up there. She works out of the right by the Canadian border. Yeah, we've been very fortunate. Well, my wife and I, when she was alive, was very fortunate to see all of our kids land good on their feet, get the right amount of schooling, get the things they needed in life, and become, well, successful. What I call successful is knowing how to manage your money, how to work within your budget, how to plan, and how to live. You know, your youth sometimes is wasted on just raw labor, just working, but sometimes you can earn yourself so that when your time comes to retire, you've already wore yourself out. You broke your knees down, you broke your hips down, you broke your back down. But no, I raised all of my kids to have fun. I bought a lot of equipment for them to have fun. We had race cars. We built race cars. Little Cindy had a Subaru. It was a little fiberglass Subaru that had a 6 horsepower motor in the back. Oh my God. I built a racetrack on my, I can't even say the word track. I built a racetrack on my property, and it had high banks on both ends. Oh my gosh, she could run them high banks, and she'd get out there and race with all them bigger kids. They had all different kinds of race cars and ATVs and all that stuff. And she'd get out there and run wheel to wheel with them. She couldn't be as fast because they had a lot more horsepower and better gearing. But you had to drag her off the track when she was 6, 7 years old. And I built a really fast race car. Well, I sent Hooligan a copy of it, off-road racing. When we built it, it had 4 shocks on. It had 2 shocks on all 4 wheels. But we eventually we tore all the axles off and tore everything up on them. We crashed a lot. When you run real hard, you're going to crash. My kids crashed a lot, and we'd keep rebuilding them, and that was part of it. I'm going to tell you now, my kids would get out there and work with me. It wasn't a deal that Dad stayed out there in the shop and just build stuff for them. No, if you wanted a fast car, you had to come out and help build it, be a part of it. I didn't ever believe in that, just that give, you know. I never was afforded that. You worked for what you got, and you appreciated it. It seemed to work out that way. Well, our pizza is sitting back here in the back, but we got to make a stop down here in this other town. I believe it was last month I stopped by here and picks up my drugs. Well, the first of the month is coming up. They call me, my prescriptions are ready. I don't ever keep track of it. They always call me when it's time to come to get my medicine. And come on, there you go. That's it. I can just ride all day in weather like this. It's I think it's going to be in the 90s. It's going to be 92 tomorrow, 92 Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday. It's going to be every day in the 90s. In fact, there's a warning. Monday has a warning for extreme dehydration because of the heat. That's some good chicken right there at Guthrie's. Angelique loves chicken. Look there, there's the Piggly Wiggly. Whee! Whee! There's a pig. There's a pig. That's one of our favorite stores there. When I go in, he usually gives me, sometimes it's 20 pounds of meat. I go in and he will cut me all the fat and the bones and all that stuff, and I boil all the meat off the bones and add rice to it. And my dog loves that pork and rice. And yeah, we every time I go in, he's always got a box of meat for me. And it's a little mixture of everything, you know. Now, Angelique and I, after we boil the meat, we strip all the meat off the bones. We don't let him have any bones. And then we, after we get all the meat stripped off, we add about 10 cups of rice, and we make this huge pot of pork and rice or beef and rice or whatever kind of meat we're getting that day. And then we put it in individual servings, and we put those in the refrigerator. And after, if it's not gone in 2 weeks, we freeze the rest and take them out as we need them. I love my little dog. His days are numbered. He's getting him and I went for a walk today, and well, he did good considering. Oh man, well, here we are at our drugstore. I'll keep it running until I get turned up here. Whoa, greens. Well, I believe there's a parking spot right down yonder. Yeah, look at that. I could have parked right there too, I guess, but I'm gonna pull right over in here. I'm gonna pull in this yellow spot right here. So leave that spot there open for somebody. Angelique, I believe I see you a nickel right there. Right over there, a nickel.
Oh, I see it.
We've already made run on this money today. Well, thank you for riding along with me. She's gonna go in and pick up the meds for. Who you getting the medicine for? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. This thing is latched down now.
Hey, Mac, you want me to get your meds for you?
Would you go get my medicine? She gonna go get old Mac. She calls me OM. And in the ham world, OM means old man. And but I told her I'd rather be old Mac than old man. She got a nickel there.
Hey, every little bit adds up.
Alrighty, let me say goodbye, everybody. Motorbomb Virginia, Hooligan, Ray, oh my God, old sick bastard, 2x4, everybody, Wheels Through Time. That's one of my favorite shows. God bless you.